So the time change just happened like 2 days ago. And I think I mentioned in an earlier video how I was going to do like a CPR class thing and whatever. So if I didn't say it, I am starting a job, and today officially is the first day I'm starting a job, doing some part-time stuff, being Tommy. You all know Tommy's been on the videos, being his official like care worker person. So helping make sure he gets like, breakfast and gets a shower, and help with the dishes and things like that, and a lot of things that like I had already been doing to help him out. Now it's gonna be, I'm getting officially paid to do those, and I officially got all of the things today as I'm recording this that says you're approved, and you can start working and whatever. And since I'm doing that, and since the time change happened and the weather is gorgeous, we're gonna go out for a walk. So I know I've showed y'all some of the town that I live in, but we're gonna see a little bit more of the town, maybe talk about some of the businesses, and just kind of give you just a visual as we go for a walk around the town and do some other things, because we figured let's get it. The weather's finally good, the sun is out longer. It's it's time for a change, and we all know what happened the last time I said it's time for a change and for something different. So as I said, the weather is nice and warm. I'm here with Mom and Tommy. We're going the opposite way of when we took you the last time. Truthfully, I don't even know if y'all will be able to hear me because of the sound of the traffic and whatnot. But it's a beautiful, beautiful day out today. What do you think, Mom?
It's crazy that it's March. And by Thursday, we're supposed to have snow.
Yeah, she says by Thursday we're supposed to have snow, but we saw how snow worked out the last couple times.
Just flurries.
Yeah. So we're going to go to the post office. Maybe I'll do some First Amendment auditing things and record in the post office. See what crazies are out there. But yeah, we'll check back in with you in a little bit. Didn't really get anything in the actual post office. At least didn't get a whole lot. Because pretty much they didn't have what Mom wanted. It was still out for delivery. So obviously they couldn't provide it there at the actual place. We then went for a walk around town because we figured it was such a nice day. The weather's starting to get better. And it was reminding us of how it was before winter, right around the time that I started this series, where we're just going through daily life. We didn't really go on that many walks or anything during the winter, but as the weather starts to get a little better, we might try to do that a little bit more. And we figured we would show you a little bit more of our town here. Mom operated the camera here for a little bit while I pushed Tommy up the hill. This is the big pink house on the corner of one of the streets. I specifically wanted her to get some footage of it. People love to see it. Often people talk about, oh, it's like an Alice in Wonderland sort of thing. So I thought that would be cool. Coming up on this corner here, there was a building. It has since been torn down, but there's a building that my grandmother lived in when I was a kid, and it had been one house turned into many houses, and then after years of being just in terrible shape, they eventually tore it down, right where you see that plot of land there at the corner. But it's always interesting to see that and think about that. We're heading towards the bridge, towards the beginning of the levee. Now, you've kind of seen us walk the other side of this if you've been following along the whole time. So it's just interesting to me to see how much this town has changed just over the course of my lifetime, because I don't know if any of you know this, but this is the town where Tommy grew up for the majority of his life.
This is the town where my mom and dad moved. I was about five, six maybe when they moved here initially, and for the most part, I have lived here ever since. I've briefly stayed, you know, short term, long term at other places. A couple months here or there or whatever. But pretty much, I have lived in this town. I've moved a couple different places in the meantime, but I've pretty much lived in this town the majority of my life. So, so just a moment ago, you saw this house on the hill. It's actually behind us where we're at now. Now, this little greenish bridge, there used to be a bridge connecting this side of the river to the other side of the river a little bit further down where the levee begins. Um, they tore that down many years ago, and they built it over to the left of where we are right now. So the house that we're gonna see here in just a moment, you used to be able to. That used to be like the first thing, and Mom actually knows somebody that owns that house, fixed it up and whatever. And to me, it always reminds me of the house from, like Casper. Things like that, and it's just always looked like a really cool, really creepy, haunted house looking place. So I always like to show that as well. And then we have the river. Uh, this had been frozen over, frozen in chunks. Like you basically could have walked all the way across to one of those little islands. Now there are little islands in between to get all the way over to the actual other side. And as we were walking, Mom suggested, why don't I go down that way and get closer to the river? So that's where we're going now, and you're going to get a really up close video of the river here. I know the river doesn't look great. I've never really expected it to, but I thought it was a really nice view, so I would go for this panoramic shot. Then, as I turned the camera around to start to go back, I got a nice shot of Mom and Tommy here. They're about to wave in just a second, and I thought it would be a fun shot for that as well. As I started to make my way up, Mom made the suggestion that I could just walk down along the base while they walked along the actual levee, and I thought that would be really good. I get some nice video of the actual river, and here's that. As we're walking along, we were commenting back and forth, Mom being up and behind me, commenting on the fact that neither of us thought the river was going to be this high, but of course, the fact that a lot of the snow and ice that was on it melted did obviously justify that height. I don't think I've ever been as close to the river as I was uh, if I had, it had been a very, very, very long time. Most of you who know me personally know that I'm not really an outdoor person unless I'm like on vacation or whatever. But obviously, I wanted to change things up a little bit in my life over the last few months, which is why I've been doing this documenting and trying new things and whatever. You can see a lot of the tracks from ATVs and things. I was kind of walking in there, so I didn't really get into the muddy areas as much. Um, but yeah, I thought just walking along near the base of the river would be nice here next to the levee instead of on the actual levee.
And we'll talk to you next time. Hey everybody, did you know that in addition to doing these videos, I also do podcasts? That's right, I am your voice of choice on the Clock Shelves Entertainment Podcast Network. Available from Clock Shelves Entertainment. Of course, it's the way that I produce all of my stuff. We do all sorts of podcasts. I have a show called Paul and All, where I talk with my friends and family from all over the world about anything and everything. I do a show called Buffyverse and Converse, where we're going through the entirety of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, as well as spin-offs, comic books, all sorts of other stuff, some canon, some not, just to give you a full idea of the Buffyverse at large. We have done Wrestling Renegades, where we talk professional wrestling. We've also done Lost with Friends, where I've gone over every single episode of my favorite show, Lost with Friends, from all over the world have contributed to that show, as well as MCU and me, going through the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the various pockets, if you will, including the films, the TV series, the then Netflix series, and more. We're going to get back to that one soon, I promise. But we do all of that via Clock Shelves Entertainment Podcast Network. You can check out in the description the links below. In the description below, the links for that. We're uploading the back catalog to YouTube right now. We have the shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. There's other places. And of course, if it's not on your favorite podcasting platform, let us know so we can make sure to get it there so you can enjoy all things Clock Shelves Entertainment. Crafting stories endlessly.
As I kept walking down along the way here, Mom made the comment a couple times that she didn't realize that the point where I walked down was so far from where I could walk back up easily, at least, because obviously there you may have seen there's like the wall of rocks, easy for me to say, along the side there, and I could have done that, but I'm not super great on balancing on the rocks, as you may have seen in the short film that we did over on the Clock Shelves YouTube channel, when Ryan and I did a short film over there. But it was nice, not super muddy down in this area, and I pretty much was able to see them, hear them the entire time if need be, and you could see right up ahead there is the clearing where I eventually walked up, and I wanted to try something a little different, a little out of my comfort zone. So yeah, you're gonna see that in just a moment here, but well, I'll just let past me take it away.
And we're finally at the edge of the rocks. So that I can rejoin Mom and Tommy, as long as I don't fall. That would be embarrassing. They're all the way back there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up to this little thing here. Now, if you don't know, I have a fear of heights. So these sorts of things are, and I know some people, and it varies from person to person, because like, I love airplanes. I like views, and not just this kind. Speaking of which, remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the things. But like, I like to be up at tall buildings, seeing the gorgeous views. But sometimes, when it comes to things like this, where we're about to be, climbing ladders, things like that, I'm not so great with. So since it varies from person to person, it's kind of interesting. And I like to see how far I can push myself sometimes. Because it's arguably an irrational fear. So I'm not saying we'll conquer it. But let's at least try to do a little bit with it. I don't know. All right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna go all the way out there. We're not gonna worry about looking down. Oh shit. I'm too, oh, I looked down. Big mistake, big mistake, big mistake. Okay. Big mistake. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Let's go back this way. Coming up on Mom and Tom. Well, Mom and Tommy are coming up on me, actually. So, let's see if Mom wants to switch. I tried going out, but I got too afraid.
You want me to go?
No. No, I'm just saying, like, I tried going out, but I got
Try going to the other one. It's wider.
I got about halfway and I got too afraid.
And just to give her a little reprieve, Mom and I switched at this point. I started pushing the chair. She decided to take over the camera duties. And one of the things that we've been trying is, so Tommy doesn't have the best balance. So that's why we have him in the assisted chair. But when we can actually get him to places, we like to try and get him actually walking. So that's what you're about to see here in just a moment.
All right, Tom. You want to get out? We're at the bridge.
Okay.
I got this.
You know,
Got to unbuckle.
I think that would be interesting to see.
The handrail is on your right.
Reach over.
To the right. Keep going. There you go.
Only one handrail.
Yes.
It's, yeah, because it has to be wide.
right, wait, hold on. Hold on.
I wanted to get ahead of him so that I could swing around and then get this lovely, slowed down hero shot. I figure that's a really nice image, really nice video. Him and Mom ended up walking out to get a better view, get a little more exercise as well, but they get closer to the river off of this thing here, and I was too afraid, because as I said earlier, I am afraid of heights, and I didn't want to go out and do that. So not only did we, and I decided to speed the video up just for the sake of time with regards to this, but not only did they go out, and not only did he get some good exercise in, but as you'll see, even after the fact, he wanted to keep going and keep walking past where the railing was, and it was almost by the time we got back home that he, finally decided to get back into the chair. So, yeah. And as you see here, once we got home, I tried in vain to get some good footage of the sun going down, perhaps. Maybe not the sun exactly, but at least the sky turning from light into dark through the trees and over the mountains. It did not go nearly as well as I thought. But that's kind of the whole thing of this vlog, and that's kind of been how this season has been going. Not as well as I thought, but still genuinely and authentically me and Casa Casey. So as we watch the sun start to go down here, or at least the light turn into the dark here, day turn into night, I would like to thank you once again for watching this video. Thank you for watching this season. I'm not sure if this is the finale per se of this season, but if it is, I tried doing something a little different. Had some going out adventures, had some staying home adventures, and some good times with Mom and Ryan and Tommy all around. So yeah, trying to do things a little bit differently than we did in season 1. We could get back to that very easily. But yeah, I'd like to say thank you for staying with us. Thank you for watching all of the episodes, and thank you for supporting. Please continue to share, to like, to subscribe, comment. Let us know your favorite part of season 2. Was it going to Knoebels? Was it going almost to New York and when my car broke down? Was it when we played Rummy and some other card games? Was it opening Christmas presents? Was it building a puzzle? Was it playing Flip 7 with Mom and Tommy? Was it Ryan's music going on in the background? Let us know down below. But once again, thank you for watching. More adventures and more stuff to come. But until next time, this is Paul saying thanks once again. Check out the rest of the videos on the channel, and we will talk to you soon.